this is GMODISM, Total Nerdy Channel, and we are back into StarMade. And I make this little video to document the changes or the updates I made to the GMODISM Heavy Industries templates package. A very huge templates package. It's the biggest template package on StarMade dock, I believe. Now, I should mention that I have the scaffolding templates and a template pack that's called Civil Docs. They're separated, but somewhat compatible, kind of. Anyways, not too much. This is the regular template, which is based on the 7.7 units. I have some other projects here also, but what I have made, I made some slim automatic doors and gravity. The regular gravity module is removed, never mind, but it's 7x7x7, but I made a 3 thick version. I also made a automatic door that is 3 blocks thick, and made a security pass that's 3 blocks thick, and also a regular door that's not transparent, which is also 3 blocks thick, so that you basically can fit, when you make a dock, like one of these docking modules, you might want a automatic gravity compartment right after it, and then you might want a door right after it. So that's why I made this only 3 thick, like slim versions. They're called compact in the files. What I also made is I made walkways, because of course we want walkways for our builds, especially we want some walkways on Pandora Haven, as has been mentioned in my comments as well. So I made a dark pack of walkways and a light pack of walkways. Then there has been some update to a few things, but that's minor. We also added some armor coverings, like this end part. We added 2 new versions of windows. We added gray platings. Yeah, basically some different constellations. And this new type of window we also made. So we have this box-shaped, more compact, more not so visible type of window, in addition to the other ones. And these are, the 2 new gray windows, which is based on the standard blue design. Then we have various new types of coverings, like that one. We have this covering, we have this covering, and we have this very special tech covering, which is basically a fancy tech compartment thing. Now, I didn't know what I accidentally pressed for. Whoops. Alright. So I'll just show you them in the files here. Now, I would want this menu to expand a little bit further, because you have to scroll very much. Fortunately, they are cataloged very they're cataloged very consistently. Here's the C dock, that's another pack. Then it begins with dock parts. We have the airlock, and here we have lots of new things. I'm just going to spawn some random things, like just to place blocks on, basically, or just showcase. I'll just use the same. This is a power core. I don't know why the text screen data disappears for some of them on spawn, but that's probably a bug, or that is a bug. I mean, well, we don't really need a text screen like right now. Can even attach one of them there. Yeah. Then you go here. We go to, because the new things I added are basically on exterior. Let's see here. So many. So what do we have? I'll begin with showing you the plating. So we have coating armor gray. And you know, we can just put it here. It's basically standard armor, because the white, which was standard before, or which is standard, can be somewhat intrusive. So we just have this kind of gray version. What do we have more? The armor white. I renamed some of them. This is the old, you know, you have to click load. Is the one before. I just changed colors, or added color. Then we have something called closing wall, which is very useful. The closing wall matches the template design. So you can see, for example, this template, if we just want to close this off, like that, we can do that in a very natural way with this just coating, and from inside it looks very clean as well. Yeah. Then we have coating hole, which is basically it's only like hole like this with some, you know, nice shape, because sometimes you just want that kind of simple gray cover. Then we have light mesh. I showed this before, but in case you missed the video, because it was only a minor thing, it's basically a light mesh, and it's not supposed to be placed kind of there. It's supposed to be placed on top here. Oh no, now it's inverted like this. So you basically can see the system under, but still provide a smoothing off a little bit of a plating. And of course you can cover all parts here, but you might need to replace these to match the color, but yeah. That's basically that one. Then we have something called support hull, which is a dark gray hull with some scaffolding to basically add to the sturdiness look. So it's still a light cover, but you know, it looks pretty cool. That's basically all of the meaning behind this, because we needed more variation basically. I renamed the you know, the standard armor, it was called. I just renamed them to exo shields, because that's basically what they are. This is a heavy exo shield, so it's a bit of external spaced armor to take the really heavy blast basically, and there is also a standard version. And then we have the flat gray, which is a flat piece of gray armor, nice for not corner pieces, but mainly in serials along the walls. And then the same old thing with white, you've seen that before. That's an old original. Then we have the tech plate, which I like very much. So here is basically, oh no, placed it wrong. The tech plate takes some space, but it's basically, you know, you saw it before. Whoops. It's this cool thing with the tech parts. I think it looks pretty cool. Also, I should also, thanks to Deep Space Mechanic, I used a better texture pack now, because I realized, he pointed it out, I just forgotten I used the 64, but actually the full texture pack doesn't draw down my performance very much. StarMade has gotten a lot heavier with the latest updates, but using simple lighting it's fine to use full texture pack and still get a decent FPS while recording. Well, then we go to the walkways, And the walkways, you know, I can spawn all of them for you if you like, but it takes time, and you know, I already spawned them here. So yeah, in walkways there are pack 2, which is dark gray. It's the hub, and it's a bit displaced. The hub belongs to the other ones here, not light. Light is the half size, this type. So light hub, T hub, turn, and then it's T hub, turn, and regular walkway, which is this thing. And the light walkway is of course this thing. And while you're not supposed to place them this close, but I basically done this just to show you. But if you place them close like this, you need to do like this part to make it look good. Like you need to replace some of the blocks like this, just to smoothen out the shapes. But naturally it is a like prefab templates, but that doesn't mean that you should leave them like they are. Of course you need to edit them after your builds. I mean, templates are made for saving lots of time, but not saving all time. So you want to customize them a little bit after the build, but basically they're more supposed to be used like this, you know. Here we have, well, this is kind of failed because this is a turn, so we can't enter this, but I guess we can just enter it up here. Oh yeah, we totally wrecked this installment, but anyways, because they're not supposed to be linked like that. But anyways, here we have the turn, then we have this one, then we have a hub, then you know. Then you can use this as corner pillars more like, you know, these parts, and it looks pretty cool. Yeah. And they're pretty self-explanatory. The light are the half, the not light are the full, and the 2 are the dark, and the not 2 are the light gray. Alright, and then we have something called... Here we have the compact window. I wanted to add a yellow tint to window because I really like the yellow and like dark. And this is dark gray compact. This is gray compact for the times you want to reverted like scheme. Then we have the compact white. I changed the name of that, so it's this one. You recognize it, I think. Then we have cube, which is, as you might guess, I suppose, this design, where we have this 2-layer quarter thick window. Very simple design, but it works very good, and it even works really good with the templates. You wouldn't with the of course with these walkway templates. It also can be matched with those, even though it's slightly wrong. Or no, it's not wrong. It looks really cool. So I mean, by all means. But it's like made for regular blocks, like this one or something. Yes. Windows security. It's the old design, you know, very reinforced version. I'll just remove that, and we have Windows Standard, which you've seen before. That's basically the glass window, which is kind of light and works really well. Then we have lots of things we've done since before. Then we of course have the scaffolding, a new scaffolding pack, which you should use. I'm sorry, I'm a bit tired. Anyways, moving on, we need to pass by the scaffolding because apparently they sort them from capital letter and small letter, so it gets a bit displaced, unfortunately. I'll fix that sometime. Now, I don't know if you missed this as well, but if you did, I added something called connection color, which is basically a 1 block thick thing that you can put as many of as you want, just to match other structures together. Yeah, because sometimes you need that. And then we even have a connection vertical color. Just if we look at the vertical design like that, if we need to extend this, we can place as many as we need, just to match different templates with each other that started out slightly differently. Wait, slight offset, yeah. Then we have now let's see, where am I at? I think I am right here, yeah. Here we have the doorway automatic, only 3 blocks thick. And here we have the other version, and they're 3 blocks thick, as I mentioned before, just to put under after a dock or something. And that one is not available in compact. The automatic is only available in compact, and the security pass. I may add more versions later if people are interested. Then if I didn't show this, I did, but if you missed this, there are vertical non-gravity hallways now as well, and that's these ones here, like hub, top, bottom, and tube. Now there are also the automatic gravity thing. It's a gravity gate compact. Actually, well, I think we'll be fine. I'll just place it here in direct connection. So if I jump out of this, now we accidentally got that built in, but it's fine. So I just go here, and now I'm in gravity. And as you saw, moving sensors, I'm really sorry for being so tired, but you see the moving sensors activate the door. Now this is now a left to gravity, that's kind of sad, but you can manually activate it by clicking here, you know. Yeah, but it's because you have to get 1 block close before it activates. Here is the intransparent version. But it works pretty well, and it's completely fail-safe, and it's completely automatic. And here we have the security pass, which you have to activate. And it's only allowed for faction people, yeah. So I believe that's mostly what I've been working on to the templates. I've been working some good time for them actually, but yeah. I also made this one, which is the safe path more done. We have a narrower defensive position, we have a reception, and we have a rich man's banner. The star is slightly nicer, and we even have this nice little treasure room, like we're like Joachim von Anka hangs out. Anyways, that's Swedish name, never mind. So, that's basically the new things I have added to the templates. I'm just gonna check my notes here and see if there is anything I missed. No, not really. That's the new things that are added, but more things are coming as well, but it might be a while away, so you might as well download the updated version already. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video. This is GMODISM Total Nerdery channel in the crazy building of templates on StarMade. Hope you have a great time and see you around. This is GMODISM Total Nerdery channel signing out.